It's Deidre. Hello, here is a post from r/Bumble, which is a dating app if you don't know. Intentional dating for 2 months, but we had an argument and he ghosted. I was seeing someone for a little over 2 months. He seemed perfect. He planned almost all dates, paid for them, and would spend a lot of time with me on each date, about 4 to 6 hours. The only time he didn't plan a date was when I wanted to hang out with him spontaneously and told him to cancel his plans, and he did. He later told me that he was looking for something casual until he met me and liked me. We did run into another issue where on the 5th date, my body was having issues, so I didn't want to have sex and made up a lame excuse as he walked me home. But he felt rejected and turned stone cold and started walking a block ahead of me. Wow. I wasn't going to give him another chance after this, but he had a genuine apology and confessed his feelings towards me the next time I saw him. On the day of another scheduled date, we got into a small argument through text, and it seemed like he got triggered because he canceled the date and never responded. I even sent him a heartfelt note and apologized for my part, and he didn't respond. It's been a little over a week since then. I have been so depressed since then, and I can't wrap my head around all of this because I genuinely feel as though he liked me. And usually I can tell when they are not being genuine with how they feel and just want to have sex. But it was clear he did things that he wouldn't have for girls he just wanted to have sex with. And I still noticed he still listens to our Spotify blend, even though he hasn't responded. Was the first rough patch we went through connected to his ghosting? Yes. So I just want to point out that he said he was looking for something casual. When he met her, he was looking for something casual. But it turned out that being with a girl who was more geared towards intentional probably felt a lot better than a fling with a random stranger that you don't actually connect with on an emotional level. They were together for 2 months. He was getting what he wanted during that time. He wanted something casual. I don't know what his past was or whether he just came out of a relationship or if casual stuff is his thing. But at this point in time, they were interacting in a sexual manner, it sounds like. That was only 2 months. Okay, he was enjoying connecting with this person on an emotional level. He has a sexual partner, and icing on the cake, they've connected emotionally. They don't state how old they are, so maybe to like an untrained mind, having the emotional connection to this girl and the sexual, it probably registers in his mind that, oh, maybe I can have a girlfriend. Maybe this is what I need in a girlfriend. This feels good. Let's keep doing this. He calls it dating. She calls it intentional dating. And then they have an argument. And he is reminded, I believe, why he had originally wanted something casual to begin with. Sure, all that stuff felt good, but he is reminded that relationships take work, and he decides that he is not willing to go through that in order to maintain this connection. It's not what he wanted. It's not where he is right now in his mind. And it actually sounds like, well, first I'll ding her for making up an excuse. She made up a lame excuse
instead of telling the truth.
And he probably picked up on that. If he has like a couple brain cells, he probably picked up on the fact that the excuse was BS at the very least, which could have led to him feeling that rejection. Or he could have just felt rejected and, handled not getting the thing that he actually wanted as a baby, handling it like a baby, getting angry and storming off or whatever. I would wonder what he went to do during that time. It says they didn't have the makeup discussion where he apologized until the next time that she saw him. And we don't know when that was. We don't know when it is that she saw him next. So I wonder what he was doing in that little window of time when he realized, I don't want this relationship. Okay, that doesn't even matter. But I just kind of wonder. If he were to handle it by reaching out to other girls or downloading dating app to start, searching for something new, that says a lot about him. But then again, he did say he didn't want a relationship to begin with. So we're going to let that slide. I'm curious what the small argument was through text that they had that triggered him and caused him to ghost. I would like to know what that argument was. If it was something petty or something wishy-washy, like how she decided to make up a lame excuse rather than telling the truth about what she was feeling, if she's doing those little games, they sound young. If she's still doing little games like that, I can only imagine what that argument could have been sparked by. Would you love me if I was a worm? It could easily be something like that. But I don't know. But yeah, they haven't been together for that long. So these two occurrences probably happened pretty close together. And it's like the first time he's like, oh shit, this doesn't feel good. I don't want to do this. This is not what I wanted. Okay, we'll try again. Oh, this really doesn't feel good. We're fighting again. This is the stress I didn't want. And I'm not willing to compromise for this girl. At the very least, that could be his thought patterns. I don't think ghosting is the best way to handle it, especially if you guys were intentionally dating for 2 months. But I can see why he might end up not wanting to pursue this relationship anymore. So her actual question, was the first rough patch we went through connected to this ghosting? Yes. The answer to that is yes. I just explained why. And as far as what she should do from here on, like, you were only dating for 2 months. I think even if you're dating intentionally, don't invest so heavily that you are totally lost after 2 months. Just let it go. Let him go and you move on. You don't need closure. You don't need to know, what his stance is. Just his silence speaks for itself. And would you want to be with someone who's going to just be silent to you when they no longer want to be with you? Because that could be a problem too. A lot of times that's what leads to partners cheating, because they can't confront the issue that they're having with their partner, so they drive a wedge in between and then go spend their time elsewhere and think that that's okay. So hopefully someone in these comments told her some advice here about relationships, and she can move on in a healthy way that allows her to get to know other people who are pursuing the same type of relationship as her, not converting a casual fling guy to a boyfriend material. It doesn't work. It doesn't happen. He's casual fling for a reason, and he knows why. I appreciate the self-awareness. I'll say that. That's all.
Yeah.